Get over here, girl.
I'll get the donut. Have what I eat. So the drinks or the other stuff. So you have like donuts, whatever you want. I'll let you guys pick. Megan will Megan will say the date. Yours before you go, go.
I wanted to sit down. Well, at least you won't have diabetes. It's supposed to be a game. Poppy, I play half the games in golf. That's fun. I mean, we just yeah, exactly. Yeah. She'll catch you. Okay.
Oh, good afternoon, NPL Women's New South Wales fans. This is pretty much it, the halfway mark of the 2026 season. Thanks for joining us here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel, and we're all set for a rematch of a semi-final from last year here at Northbridge Oval. It's Bulls FC Academy versus the Rangers, and it's Eric Subihano here high up on the perch at Northbridge Oval, and really looking forward to calling this one. Well, for the Bulls, only one defeat so far this season, having an excellent season and coming into this one in second place, trying to put some pressure on the league leaders, UNSW, with a win here today, while Rangers, another chance for them to get back to winning ways and climb the table. So it is the usual kit for the Bulls, in the predominantly black strip. It's the away strip for the Rangers with the white jerseys and the green shorts. And as the two captains do the usual pre-match formalities with the officials, let's go through the lineups for both sides, starting with the away side, the Rangers. So in goal for them is number 3, Brianna Clark, then number 2, Holly Williams, number 6, Jakili Hook, number 7 is the captain, Alex Hyun, number 9, Despina Vasiliadis, number 12, Maria Mostagimi, number 13, Catalina Wyszynski, number 14, Chloe Gordon, number 16, Chelsea Barton, number 57, Trudy Camilleri, and number 99 is Gabriela Silva. While for the Bulls, they line up as follows, and I'll hazard a guess at their formation. I do know in goal will be number 1, Ashley Hughes. In defence, number 8, Claudia Valletta. Number 4, the captain, Gemma Ferris. Number 5, Liz Barwick-Gray. And number 12, Jasmine Melly. In midfield, I think we'll see number 2, Patria Phillips. Number 17, Ardon Surjan. And number 14, Janea Dos Santos. And up front will be last season's Player of the Year, number 9. Actually, no, the 2024 Player of the Year in this division, number 9, Amber Lookmeyer. My goodness, how time flies. As well as number 13, Olivia Vanderlaan. And number 11, Daniela Naimi. So I think we've got just enough time to go through the two sets of substitutes as well. Sticking with the Bulls, the backup keeper is Lily Taylor. The others who Bulls coach Marty Garces may bring on later in the game: Sienna Hawkins, Anna Hogarth-Scott, Tamira Souza, Asha Franklin, Laura Erikiello, and Jade Gwishon. Now, for the Rangers, their coach Milan Jovanovic, these are the players he could bring on later. So the backup keeper is Samantha Wilkinson. The others are Kira Hastings, Claire Holder, emerging Matilda star Selena Mifsud, Charlotte Page Johnson, as well as a pair of Philippines youth internationals in Jarell Butros and Bella Preston. So, you hear the cowbell, so A-League men's fans may remember that sound as there's a booming kickoff which leads immediately to a Rangers goal kick. A-League men's fans may be familiar with that sound from MacArthur FC home games at Campbelltown Stadium. The cowbell has been brought to the lower North Shore today. It's a short-ish goal kick, and Clark goes sideways Mostagimi, and now Naimi will snaffle that up, and the cross, which should be dealt with by Barton, but it's Vanderline putting the pressure on, and Phillips looking for space to find a shot, or possibly another shot for Luke Meyer, and then the Rangers strong defending inside their box. Bulls, as you might expect given the table, with the Bulls in second and the Rangers in second last, putting on the early pressure. And for the Bulls, they said they are, let me count, 8 games undefeated, 6 wins and 2 draws in their last 8 fixtures, in excellent form, and coming off a 2-0 win away at North Taramara in the previous round. And if you watched particularly the closing stages of that Tigers versus Bulls game from last weekend, I think we are all grateful that we have fantastic weather for this game, and that it seems quite unlikely that the game will end shrouded in fog, as Phillips with a long shot which results in an easy clearance for Brianna Clark. The Rangers, close one last time out, but losing at their home ground of Popondetta Park 2-1 to MacArthur Rams, as Phillips with the intercept, it deflects towards Williams, who, usually a centre back, but I think operating at right back today for the Rangers, as once again Bulls really having some early success with the high pressing. Dos Santos can't find room on the edge of the box. Huen plays it forward, and that looks like that's Catalina Wyszynski. She's on the far side with Little Prod, which is taken over by the goalkeeper, Ashley Hughes. And Catalina Wyszynski, whose sister Adelaide, who also played for Rangers, unfortunately, we will not see Adelaide Wyszynski in this fixture as she is suspended. But Adelaide Wyszynski continuing the Philippines theme here. Last year, Adelaide earned her first cap for the Philippines senior national team. Perhaps fitting given where Rangers are based, that they have such a strong Filipino connection. And by the way, mabuhay to any of the Filipino community who may be listening in, and salamat sa iyong suporta. We're really glad to have you tuning in. 3 minutes or so played. And the game still waiting for the opening goal, but very much the early stages here at Northbridge Oval. Barwick Gray. Actually, to look at things, Janeo Dos Santos back at the Bulls after A-League duties over the summer. Actually playing in midfield. As I said, the way the Bulls are setting up, looks like Serjan, the number 17 for the Bulls, the deepest of the midfield trio, perhaps with Phillips and Dos Santos having more attacking roles for the home side. Given away now, Catalina Wyszynski will look up and shoots from range. So the first shot in anger for the visitors. Nothing really to trouble Ashley Hughes in the Bulls' goal. Ferris. Phillips. Return ball to Ferris, and now this ball out to Valletta. Valletta, another player coming off the A-League. She did start the season, actually start the 2026 NPL season with the Bulls, and then signed a short-term contract with Sydney FC. And congratulations to Claudia on achieving that. Now, Valletta back in Northbridge for the rest of the winter season as it's played back, and then Clark just plays it over the sideline. And of course, that's retrieved there. There was a game in this round yesterday at the Arctic Circle, and we like to call this one the Arctic Affray. The local derby, Spirit versus Ravens, and a big one for Spirit FC as the cross comes in. Clark is up and catches. But yes, a big one for Spirit FC. They finally have their first winner and indeed their first points of the 2026 season. So Spirit defending their home turf, winning 3-1 against the Ravens. Actually, the goals for Spirit yesterday scored by Sky Halmarik, Abdul Masi, and Olivia Page. And actually, great job done in the commentary yesterday on the proper scaffold at the Arctic Circle there by Teo Pelizzeri. Header from Williams. Sir John will try. It's a decent effort. Easy enough save for Clark, but Sir John making sure not to swing too wildly. Controlled it, make sure it stayed under the height of the crossbar. Make sure she got the shot on target. It's Phillips again, another Bulls win in Rangers territory, and the return pass almost finds Phillips. It breaks for Vanderlaan, and Olivia Vanderlaan has opened the scoring. A lovely first-time strike, and did not take long for the Bulls to draw first blood. Olivia Vanderlaan's 8th goal of the season. No hesitation. That's what you want from your number 9 inside the box. Or even your number 13 in this case. Right into the bottom corner. Only an unsavable shot. And there we go. It is Bulls 1, Rangers 0. Bulls who have been extremely difficult to stop from scoring, so no clean sheet for the Rangers today, but generally speaking, no clean sheets against the Bulls in 2026. Only UNSW have kept them scoreless this season. For the Bulls, very healthy goal tally. That'll please Marty Garces. That is goal number 32 of the campaign. Through ball, and Barwick Gray with a very calm look over the shoulder. Short pass to Sir John, and then bounces it back to Ferris. Williams stepping out of the back line to put the pressure on Naomi. Now, that is Lookmeyer. And Lookmeyer, that might work for Naomi, but she tries to drift between defenders. The back pass, and Clark just will roll it to Mostagimi. Now, Huynh. Barton goes out wide to Brzezinski, but coughed up here. Now Dos Santos finding Vanderlaan. Tackle from Barton. Goal kick. Oh, by the way, brief shout out to the match officials. Always got a shout out to 13. Can't have organised football without them, so it's Marko Salmans in the centre with the whistle today. Assistant nearest to us, Oliver Udovicic, and the assistant on the far side is Jerry Bittas. Give and go now. Chloe Gordon. It's blocked by Valletta. Gordon then immediately under pressure from Lookmeyer, who's won it back for the home side. Now, Brzezinski in the one-on-one. The touch past the defender is easy for Hughes. Finding herself centrally, threads it through, and Amy just safe ball back, and I think that's Sir John. Now, Liz Barwick Gray has somehow found herself as a very overlapping right back for the time being. She wants to switch her play for Valletta. Barwick might still be open. There we go. That's a great ball from Valletta, but number 5 is offside. Referenced, I think, in the intro as we go past the 10-minute mark here. These two teams playing in the semi-finals last year. And what a game it was at Valentine Sports Park. Bulls winning 3-1 after extra time, in fact. And all 3 Bulls scorers from that evening in the matchday squad, Claudia Valletta and Liz Barwick-Gray, and scored in the semi-final against the Rangers, as did one of the Bulls substitutes, Jade Gwishon. Did come to think of it, and Valletta and Barwick-Gray also scored in the grand final, if I remember correctly. Which, of course, Bulls won by 4 goals to 3, as that's a nice ball, and Vanderlaan waited for it to drop, and nearly 2-0. Lovely touch, I think, of Dos Santos to set it up. Vanderlaan playing it just wide. It's all Bulls in the early stages. So, other fixtures in this NPL Women's New South Wales Round 13. It's good to have the fixtures spread out throughout the day, so there is a 3 p.m. kickoff at Linwood Park, or Linwood Stadium, as it is curiously referred to in Dribble. But that 3 p.m. game, I call that the Picton Road Plate, MacArthur Rams versus Illawarra Stingrays. And then at 4:50 p.m. from Lambert Park, home of Sydney's best barista, it's Apia Leichhardt versus Northern Tigers. And Mark DePaoli, I've just found out, will have the commentary for that one. As Camilleri's battling away, it bounces for Naomi, and then Lookmeyer did not stay onside there. So at 5 p.m. it's our match of the round. Manly United versus Sydney University from Cromer Park. Commentary, I believe, is from a man who once appeared in a Doors Plus ad, James Preston. And we'll have Maeve Sparrow running the NPL New South Wales Instagram. Maeve always does a good job. And yeah, the photography, you'll see that on the socials in the coming days from Jeremy Denham from that Manly versus Sydney Uni clash. And at 5:30 p.m. as Rangers win it back. Actually, from Valentine Sports Park, it'll be a little preview for an upcoming Sapphire Cup semi-final. So it's Hills United against the league leaders UNSW, as that's through, and will be escorted or marshalled back to the keeper by Barwick-Gray. So Ashley Hughes taking the time to take a breather. I guess Hills versus UNSW is 5:30 today from Valentine Sports Park. Actually, if by chance is Sir John taking on Vasiliadis inside the box. Just a right idea, just a slightly overhead pass. And that's, by the way, if anyone tuning in is possibly thinking of attending that Hills versus UNSW game. And certainly encourage you to do so. I think it'll be a great game, and also you might see me there, maybe. So, by the way, there's also another 5 p.m. game. There's a late fixture change. I believe at 5 p.m. from Wanderers Football Park, it's Sydney Olympic versus a Western Sydney Wanderers Academy. It's a late change. The crest ruled unavailable, so a late venue change. As there's a nice ball to Dos Santos, and Dos Santos stopped by the tackle from Hyun, and I think Williams has prevented the corner. But yes. And also League One Women's Match of the Round. It's round 14 in that competition, but 5 p.m. today it is Blacktown City versus SD Raiders. SD Raiders fighting for promotion to this division. Blacktown City near the bottom of the table, but Blacktown did shock SD Raiders in round 1, so you never know. Barwick-Gray forward, and Clark a little bat up in the air, but not enough of a rebound to take it towards Lookmeyer. Of course, Lookmeyer, in addition to her prodigious goal-scoring ability, very willing at pressing from the front, as she is again there, but easier goalkeeping task for Brianna Clark. Clark plays it forward over Surjan. Headed forward by Melly. Surjan under pressure from Silva. Ferris backpedaling, and back to the keeper it goes. mentioned one of the Sapphire Cup semi-finals. That'd be Hills United hosting UNSW. The match details yet to be confirmed, but the other semi-final is the Tigers hosting Manly. And you'd think, as that's cleared by Barwick Grey, well, I'm going to assume that both semi-finals will be streamed, because all 4 of the quarterfinals are streamed. Now Barton tries to find Wyszynski, but it's Melly taking over, and then forward and Dos Santos can jump over it to avoid the ball hitting her heel, and then the ball is just run out of play. Santos, good skill. Get past the defender. Barton slows down the forward progress. It's down the line, going safely back to Hughes. 17th minute here. Northbridge. And it's Bulls 1, Rangers 0, with Olivia Vanderline striking early. Put the home side ahead as there's space on the left side for Naomi. There's a runner more centrally, but Naomi wants to cut inside. With a flick from Dos Santos, and Rangers play forward. Now, Silva trying to be the target forward for the visitors, who can do with some more possession. It's been mostly Bulls in the opening stages. And Williams looks up. Down the line for Hook. The ball has gone out of play. Little shimmy, finds Vanderlaan. Now back to Phillips. Nelly has started to overlap. And first time cross sails over everyone and out for a goal kick. Clark had to lunge, and Dos Santos nearly profiting off the loose touch. And the Bulls liking their chances of winning the ball high up, very high up the park. There's a little discussion going on from the Rangers in the 6-yard box. Time Mostagimi goes longer. Surjan gets a couple of goes at heading the ball. Camilleri might have lost out to Phillips here. There's Silva now for the Rangers, but Valletta. Good quick feet and the ball through. Naomi keeps it in play. So she'll run one-on-one. Naomi loves the one-on-one situation and gets into the box. Partly cleared. Valletta back into the middle, and it's played away, I think, by Chloe Gordon. So there's a bit of time for Barwick Grey. Naomi. Lookmeyer can't keep it alive. As I think Gordon to Wyszynski, who's under pressure from the other number 13. Bulls relentless early on, but then Wyszynski, nice work to steal it. Now she's got some room and a couple of teammates with her, but Barwick Grey, cool as you like. And it's not just a clearance, it's a pass to Vanderlaan. Vanderlaan, there's some room there on the far side. Now, pocket of space found. Dos Santos, past the challenge. Dos Santos, and good save at the near post. From Clark, that will be the first corner of the game going to the Bulls. And there's the signal. Dos Santos delivers towards Barwick Gray, and Barwick Gray won the aerial duel quite just ahead in time to put it on target, but it's a great corner kick from Dos Santos. Barwick Gray, well, after the summer, and congratulate Liz on a very successful season, at least on from an individual perspective with Central Coast Mariners, even if the Mariners just missed out in the finals. Barwick Gray back in Bulls colours, and I think, if my memory serves me correctly, scored on her first game back for the Bulls in the Bulls 3-2 win over Apia. That was here at the beginning of the month, I think. As Camilleri has won the free kick, and now it's some potential here for the Rangers to threaten the goal. So, Silva looks like she's the most likely candidate to take this dead ball, or is it Camilleri off the long run? In fact, it is Camilleri to clip it in, and Hughes can watch that sail a bit high and a bit wide. Now, through ball, Lookmeyer very fast, looking to take advantage. Clark is able to clear. Now it's Williams, and Williams doesn't take any chances. It's up, and Vanderline retrieves it on the far side. Touch there must have been off Barton. Bulls throw. Dos Santos outnumbered there by the Rangers. Forward, Silva furthest forward, but even there she's still quite deep. Decent flick though, better than decent flick to Camilleri. Hook is the wide option for the Rangers, and now accepted by Phillips, and then Kuhn snuffs out the danger, but good pass to, I think that's Vasiliadis, semicircle. Camilleri, now Gordon going to make her way through. Good tackle from Barwick Gray. Forward, and now Lookmeyer was behind her. Naomi going to make something of it, but it is Clark who falls on the ball to settle things down. I mentioned how proficient, shall we say, the Bulls have been in attack this season. So we're what's this? Roughly 12 and a quarter games played so far. They've already scored 32 goals this season. As Barwick Gray with the pass to Dos Santos, and Dos Santos keeps it moving left. Mamie once again one-on-one, shoots from range, and it will curl into Brianna Clark's gloves. But yes, Bulls pretty good at the defensive side of things as well. Only 11 goals conceded for the campaign. If I go back to this 8-game unbeaten run they have, it's only 5 goals conceded in that 8-game run, with 5 clean sheets to boot. So no surprise that Marty Garces' side is second in the table. Phillips. Now Barwick Gray, and Barwick Gray adds some width to the play. Ferris has drifted over to the near touchline. Ferris looking for the killer pass, and Kuhn is in the way. Naomi, now Jasmine Melly, very interested in joining the attack. It was almost an extra winger for now, but the ball's gone the other side. And Ferris can't find a teammate, and I think that'll roll into the box, so Clark will probably use the gloves as soon as he's pressured. If that does not, as the Rangers more focus on playing it out from the back. Barwick Gray stepping out of the back line to make sure Camilleri doesn't turn. something I've noticed in the opening passages of this game is that's a good win from Surjan. That things told, if this makes sense, a reasonably fluid looking back four for the Bulls as Naimi gets on the half turn and then finds Phillips. Phillips to Lookmeyer, and Lookmeyer was brought down by Hyun. Attacking free kick for the Bulls coming up, and Hyun is the first player into the referee's notebook. In the 26th minute here, as there's a stoppage, just probably a brief plug for the NPL Women's New South Wales Team of the Week. That'll be shown on our social media channels at NPL_NSW on Instagram, and also the NPL New South Wales Facebook page. So, Team of the Week posted on Mondays, comprised of 3, 2, 1 votes from the media. We got one person at each game, so not exactly difficult to figure out who's doing the voting there. Ferris. He's got a 4-player wall right in front of her. And Brianna Clark waits. Looks like Ferris is just going to go direct. His position just left of centre. Ferris puts it up and over the crossbar. Nice. To complete that thought about the kind of fluid-looking Bulls back four. So, as most of the time it would be, as the way I see it at least, is Valletta on the left, Nelly on the right, then Ferris and Barwick-Gray in the middle. But a few times Valletta's moved centrally with Ferris going over to the left touchline. And also, if it is deemed that a defender needs to step out of the back line to pressure an opposition midfielder, more often than not it seems to be Barwick-Gray, at least based on the opening 27 minutes or so we've had here at Northbridge Oval. Lookmeyer didn't drop in time, and the Rangers haven't cleared it. Mostagimi loses out to Dos Santos. And Dos Santos, can she find some kind of pass? Hyun prevents Vanderlaan from getting a chance as it goes back to Clark. Clark, nice. Calm, threaded pass through, and Gordon can turn. Shimmy from Gordon. And Vasiliadis, ball out to the left-hand side. There's Wyszynski. That's a decent ball. Valletta's got to hurry here. It will make its way to Hook, and Hook with the shot, which is wide of the target. It's that big net over in the distance, so a chance to once again point out one of the most picturesque settings we have for commentary in Football New South Wales circles. We've got Northbridge Golf Course over to our right in the distance, and the skyline as well. So it certainly does make up for this being quite a cold venue. And I'll say the media team, we're all grateful that it's 2:40 p.m. kickoffs now instead of 4:40 p.m. kickoffs, because I've had some very cold times here in the past. Now Camilleri is intercepted, will get into the box here, and Camilleri will shoot, but Ferris was quick enough to block. Melly has reached the loose ball, and there we go into the fence on the far side, near that Go Bulls sign. Chance for Bulls to regroup, but Camilleri, such a sharp operator, and the Australian national futsal team captain nearly getting a chance after that interception. Vanderlaan, nice ball to Phillips. 2 plays ahead of her, but a lot of white jerseys to beat. Try their best. Dos Santos, and couldn't keep it in there as we're close to the half-hour mark. Here, Eric Subihana with the commentary from Northbridge Oval. It's Bulls 1, Rangers 0. Goal in about the 7th minute from Olivia Vanderlaan is what separates the two teams. Now, this could be an interesting one for Mostagimi. He's quick enough to get it out of the box. Header from Surjan. Now Gordon. There's Camilleri. Now Camilleri, good balance. Good balance. Good with the ball even under pressure, like all futsal players. And then Williams has lost out to Valletta. And Williams has committed the infringement. So Valletta on the turf, and I think she might need a... Actually, it's good sporting behaviour there. Yeah, a spectator behind me saying that was a dive. Come on, mate. That is... No, it wasn't a dive. No. A little bit of a centre-back run from Ferris. Valletta back up and running, takes on and gets past. Hook. Phillips runs into Vasiliadis. And that's, you'd have to say that's a little win for Mount Druitt. They forced the ball back to the halfway line. Sojourn trying to keep the tempo up here. And switch, but Vajinski's read that like the Blacktown advocate, and she could be away here. The ball in, Barwick Gray deflects off her. And Vasiliadis, they can't make the return pass count. Melly, will she shepherd it over? No, doesn't take that risk. Ball to Vanderlaan. So, good tempo to this, and Bulls really not as you would expect given the season they've had so far. And the season they had in 2025. They are double winners, of course, from last season. But as that's through and Clark will take over. And yes, Bulls trying to defend both a league title and a grand final championship. Definitely not settling on a one-goal lead. And what I like about visits here to Northbridge Oval, in case you momentarily forget that Bulls won the double last year, there's plenty of reminders in their canteen of that achievement. Of course, ending with a dramatic 4-3 win in the grand final over RPL Leichhardt. That was at Jubilee Stadium. Of course, Jubilee Stadium in Kogarah, not the other one. Never make that mistake. Now the ball to Melly and a low cross, defended at the near post by Mostagimi. Barton plays it forward. Now Silvers. Oh, not Silvers. Committed the foul here. From Lorkmeyer, and then almost somehow made a shooting opportunity out of that. The touch off Mostagimi, that will be a corner, the Bulls' second corner of the game. So that is a crowded 6-yard box to say the least, as the corner swung in, and it might go all the way in. It's off the post, so we nearly had an Olympico from Petria Phillips. Rangers survive. Now breaks for Barwick Gray. Barwick Gray shoots, and Clark uses the glove. So there we go. I think, generally, you don't forget Olympicos. I think in the entirety of my Football New South Wales commentary career, I've only called one Olympico, which would be Ash Brodigan scoring direct from a corner for Tigers against Spirit in the 2022 season at the Arctic Circle. Nearly had another one as Wyszynski. Now, more centrally, that's Camilleri working it back to Hune. First time pass to find Camilleri, and now Silva has a little bit look. Valletta stolen it off her, and Valletta through. And then, that's not quite, it's unfortunate for the Bulls. Not quite on the same wavelength there, but I think encouragement nonetheless coming from the Bulls' technical area, because more sharp work from Valletta. Header, and it finds Lookmeyer. And Williams is in the way for the Rangers. Lee with the header, which doesn't get much distance, and now Rangers ball, chance to set up camp in opposition territory. Silva plays it between defenders, but that'll be easy for Hughes. Amy, cross halfway with Hook and giving some very close attention. Now might open up on the far side. There's Lookmeyer, edge of the box. Lookmeyer is stopped. Good tackle on the edge of the box from Barton. And then what we call that, a Maltese on Maltese infringement as Valletta fouls Camilleri. Rangers keeping it moving. Now, well, Barwick-Gray suddenly finds herself with the attackers, and Barwick-Gray might keep going on here. Teammates need to stay on side. Lookmeyer holds her run well enough. And Dos Santos trying to shake off Barton. Decent first touch. Lookmeyer has Vanderlaan to the near post, has gone behind a couple of players. Naimi retrieves it, and then Williams gets in the way of the shot, which was probably not going to trouble Clark. Anyway, again, this is a pattern of most of the game, most of the 37 minutes we've had so far, with the Bulls making it very difficult for the Rangers to get out of their own half with the ball at their feet. Vanderlaan. No, overlapping. That's Lookmeyer, and decent ball. Blocked at the near post. Then, Bulls will get it back inside the area. Now, edge of the box. Vanderlaan shoots, and comfortable save for Brianna Clark.
Let's go work up front! Let's go!
Now, it's a lot of room there. Nice ball from Mostagimi, finding Camilleri. Sojourn. Keep moving Phillips. Phillips wants it on the right foot, but then just run out of room. Dos Santos keeps it moving though, and Phillips will shoot from range. It's dipping. It's also swinging wide, but a great effort from the number 2. Patria Phillips had Brianna Clark worried enough to dive. Phillips scored 5 times this season, not too far away from a 6th goal.
Hey, front, let's work, guys, come on!
It's time, more shall we say, traditional goal kick. Clark just goes the distance. Phillips, good play, trying to find the pass. Here's Dos Santos. Dos Santos with a left foot. Good positioning from Clark to block. Dos Santos again, and then Valletta shoots. It hits a Rangers player. Still Dos Santos to the far post, and just too high for Lookmeyer, but she may keep it in. No, she doesn't. Ball runs away from her. We get to the 40th minute mark. They're kind of, not that I'm any kind of coach, or that not that I should ever coach any team at any level, but well, possibly the time when the coaches think about what they're going to say at halftime. For me, this commentary position at Northbridge, really near the canteen, and it's making me think of what I'm going to get from the canteen at halftime, because it smells delicious behind us. Cross in, and good header from Huon. I think that's Vasiliadis, and Hook just played forward. And a couple of headers, but a couple of Rangers players not getting in each other's way, so ball's thrown near the running track on the far side of the field. Great touch off the torso and then sends it forward, but that's something Clark can let go for a goal kick. Now, again, Rangers inviting the pressure, playing it around at least the first wave of the press. Young stepping forward, but now it's Surjan. Has options. Surjan goes from range. Clark bats it down into the synthetic turf before saving. Now, that might work out for Wyszynski, far side. Melly, he's got appears to have the front position. Roll it back, and Hughes towards midfield. There. Now, Bart needs to head the ball. Bart has at least prevented the throw-in. Dos Santos. The balls will settle for the throw. That's played forward. So Barwick great to think about a pass, finding Surjan, but Surjan just kind of turning away from the pressure. We'll try the left side, the balls. Amy points to where she wants it. He's holding off Williams with a strong tackle. And Amy with a tackle of her own. Vandalon. Oh, it's a challenge. Valletta, Phillips. Gordon gets in the way there for the Rangers. Nice return ball. And now Silva, a little back heel. That's better from the Rangers. As the ball's back into defensive positions on the left side. That's Spartan. Ball, and as Barton does keep it in, and Hughes touch off Lukmeyer last. Nearly at halftime here. The wind begins to intensify here. It's an elevated position, this ground here at Northbridge Oval, so it's a little bit more wind prone than some other grounds. Could probably put North Tarmara in that category as well. That's elevated in relative terms. As it's a nice ball from Williams, and Williams will head into the box here. As Silva is beaten to the punch, so to speak, by Ferris, who goes over the sideline. But it's a shame for the Rangers. So the chance is gone. Valletta, some distance on the throw-in, and couldn't get the balls up the field though. Williams down the line, it's off Valletta, and there we go. Now a chance for a attacking throw-in, although just to keep an eye on Valletta. Yes, good to see her get back to her feet quickly. Williams, let's see. She's going to try and hurl this one into the box. Is she going to do her best Megan Campbell impersonation? She is wearing white and green. There we go. Into the box it goes. Good header from Valletta. As Gordon picks up the scraps, and then that's forward by Surjan. Ashley Hughes insisting. So that's one way of putting it, that her teammates step up. Now Camilleri shoots from range. That will go wide and into almost at the end of regulation time here in the first half.
get out! Adi, get out! Good.
And instructions coming from the Bulls technical area again, but Gordon with the steal of possession. And Camilleri doesn't have a wide option on the left, she'll just keep it herself. Now Silva, wide player in space, near side is Jaquili Hook. Low cross, and, not cleared at the first attempt. Rangers keep it alive. Can they get a shot out of this? Here's Silva, and that's high and wide. Apart from that one slightly heavy fall that Claudia Valletta had, it's not been too much in the way of stoppages, so imagine we won't have much more than the customary 60 seconds of time added on. Before we end this opening period, we're seeing the Bulls pretty much in control. And in fact, that is that. So it's a case of so far so good for Bulls FC Academy. They're leading the Rangers by a 1-0 as the team heads to the dressing sheds, courtesy of that 7th-minute strike from Olivia Vanderlaan, her 8th of the season. Eric Subihano here with the commentary from Northbridge Oval. We'll take a short break of about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll be back for the second half. See you soon. Welcome back to the second half of our NPL Women's New South Wales coverage at Northbridge Oval. It's the Bulls FC Academy leading Rangers by 1-0. Olivia Vanderlaan with the strike to separate the two teams as we head into the second period. And for once, I managed to remember to check the shirt numbers of the players coming back onto the field. For once, I am actually confident no halftime subs made by either team. So, coaches Milan Jovanovic and Mani Garces saving their subs. But later on, there's the whistle. Away we go. And as Dos Santos will take it forward. Naomi resuming that battle with Williams. And Williams gets the decision. Rangers throw. By the way, I did manage to fit in a steak and egg roll at halftime. And it was absolutely delicious. That thus ends the latest episode of Canteen Watch with Eric Subihano. Highly recommend the fare here at Northbridge Oval if you're ever in the area. Anyway, Back to football matters. Nelly crosses halfway, and then a little spin from Dos Santos, and now Naomi with the run, but he's kept away from that through ball, and Clark tumbles on it. And Dos Santos' ball's been high again. It's dipping, and then it's a good wonder with Clark not diving where it was going to drop. It drops wide for a goal kick, but Bulls only starting the second period as they started the first. With some pressure deep into Bulls territory, not wanting to sit on a one-goal lead, to extend that lead, of course. You never know. Football, no matter what level it is, goal difference could count at the end of the season. Every goal counts. As the header from Sojourn goes out for a throw-in, which Chelsea Barton will take for the Rangers. Barker looks up and will find Phillips. There is centre circle. Dos Santos able to turn. Dos Santos, nice ball. Here's Lookmeyer, who should keep it in, and actually, this makes sense, a quicker synthetic pitch than most of the synthos out there. And even someone with Lookmeyer's speed, not quite fast enough to reel that one in. As the shadows lengthen. Northbridge Oval on the far side, and it's Ferris. Couldn't get the ball past Hook. Again, it's just like the first half. Bulls really doing well at not letting the Rangers get to midfield. Quick 1-2 there. Naomi, she chases after this one. Again, the ball will just get away from her. So, ball kick to midfield, and then it's Ferris, but just lets that get away from that. So, confirm the two lineups for anyone who might have missed it. And I said it during the intro to this game, but yes, for the Rangers in goal is number 3, Brianna Clark. And the Rangers defence, number 16, Chelsea Barton. Number 12, Mariam Mostagimi. Number 7, the captain, Alex Yun. Number 2, Holly Williams. The Rangers midfield. Number 14, Chloe Gordon. Number 57, Trudy Camilleri. And number 99, Gabrielle Silva. And in attack for the Rangers up front. At centre forward, it's number 9, Despina Vasiliadis. She's flanked by number 6, Jakeli Hook. And number 13, Catalina Wyszynski. Flynn is in close attendance. And just will play that out to safety. Bulls keep it on the far side with Phillips. And she'll get to the byline. Wants it on the right foot. Keeps a balance. And then up there you go. Phillips didn't get back onside in time.
You're free.
Nelly coolly plays it back. Here's the ball skipper, Ferris. Arwick Gray. Dos Santos dropping a little bit deeper. Finds the wide option. Lookmeyer deep on the right-hand side. Now Vanderlaan, one for Melly to chase him. It's a little bit overhit.
Come in.
Bulls able to win it quickly, even after they lose it. And Dos Santos looks on to Vanderlaan, and the flag is up, so that's what they might call the coach killer. As Lukmeyer just kind of almost quite standing still, but definitely in an offside position. Deeper into Bulls territory, but Rangers can't get a hold of the ball. And the home team shifts it at the back. Okay, a little disguise pass. Nice work finding Serjan. Will open up on the left-hand side with Valletta in the rapidly shrinking sunny part of the Northbridge Oval pitch. That's a nice ball down the far side for Phillips. Phillips looking for Vanderlaan. A little look over the shoulder. Huron slides, but to keep it away from Vanderlaan, and then Vanderlaan, now 2 goes crossing it to the near post, and Valletta almost found a way. Almost found himself at centre forward there, nearly got on the end of that cross. Now 4 forward, Rangers try to counter. Hook, that's testing ball. Nelly with the good positioning, plays it out over the sideline. Now, can the Rangers create something here? Can they create an equaliser? Go. And just keeping up the pressure. Now, good work from Machinci's found a teammate, laid off. Camilleri opts to pass. Williams is well forward and will get into the box here. Hook. Back to the right foot. Crosses and little tumble. And Hughes making sure she keeps the ball in play. Nice turn of the Rangers to press high. It's a puzzle for the Bulls to solve. Dos Santos on the edge of their own box. Ferris gets the touch away from Vasiliadis. Hook, the next Rangers player to press. And Valletta's got past her. That's good work. Now the Bulls turn the Rangers around. They're aiming one at Vanderlaan, so Mostagimi is across on the cover. Now, actually, there's a yellow card shown to Holly Williams. Apologies, I'll not quite catch the reasoning for that, but we are second yellow card of the game, and second yellow card going to Bulls. And let's see, is that Valletta? Who may need some attention. Good to see Valletta's back to her feet, and I think, yep, the physio did not get called on. So, we'll wait before the game gets back underway once more.
Let's go, Bulls!
There you go, sir. We're all okay. Back underway with a throw, and who's touch off last? Vanderlaan thinks it's a corner. The signal is goal kick. Now, Rangers under pressure. Lukmeyer steps in. Breaks for Vanderlaan. Good cross. Here's Patria Phillips and skims the side netting. Swing of the boot. Just wide. Clark could only watch. She has not been beaten again. The score stays at 1-0. Strong header from Bart Gray. And now, once more balls on the attack. Vanderlaan shifts it sideways. Valletta. Yes, he does get it to Naimi. Stands it up. Vanderlaan challenges for it. Here's Phillips. Now, Valletta stayed forward. Naimi shoots from range. It's dipping and not quite in time. Another good effort. Yes. No touches in that. Right, so they've given it away here, and Vanderlaan scored the second of the game, set up by Phillips, but they've been threatening with the high press all game. Bulls, and it's led directly to their second goal. Very tidy finish. And organised, really defending over the whole length of this pitch here at Northbridge Oval. Good team play, pressing as a team. And it's led to Olivia Vanderlaan's 9th of the season. Eighth minute or 57th minute, we'll call that. So all against the Rangers here. Lookmeyer. Down the right side. And he does give Vanderlaan something to play for. Not really cleared. Here's Phillips. Hyun with the challenge. Well, to be a legal challenge. Lookmeyer. Now Melly's joined the attack. Good cross. And at the back post, Naimi scores. So it's 3-0. And Bulls looking good for 3 points here. And got the job done down the right-hand side. Rangers couldn't clear. Naimi following up at the back post. They tuck it away. Not even at the hour mark here. It's looking very, very comfortable for Bulls FC Academy. Two goals in, so that's 2 goals in what, a minute, 90 seconds, something like that? And for Daniela Naimi, that would be her second goal of the season. Nelly goes into Barton. Vasiliades is able to turn, shoots, it's dipping and hits the bar, so nearly an instant response from the Rangers. Vasiliades hasn't had too many touches in an attacking position, but took her chance, inches away from getting the Rangers on the scoreboard. That would have been very needed for the visitors, at least just give them some hope. Rangers have, outside of the early round, struggled in front of goal. 13 goals scored in this campaign. As Ferris side puts it to Valletta and then on to Naimi. Now, great run from Valletta, and she got in the pass, let the ball run away from her a little bit. The covering action there from Chloe Gordon. Phillips, just to get some touch on it. Good improvisation, then the touch from Lookmeyer. Right idea. Flick it past the defender, but she's also flicked it straight at the keeper. middle magnetic board is out, so you may see some subs from Bulls shortly. Of course, generally at the time when you see substitutions, that 55 to 65 minute period. Barwick Gray's gone long. Nice to He's got to be careful here. Does work it back to Clark. As the breeze picks up once again here at Northbridge. Clark, another touch. Then Ferris. No chances taken there. So a little recap. You've just joined us. Eric Subihano with the commentary here from Northbridge Oval. Good defending from Ferris there. It's Bulls 3, Rangers 0. A double from Olivia Vanderlaan and a goal from Daniela Naimi. Let's put the home team in position to make it 9 win. 9 in a row. Undefeated in their last 9 games. That's what I was trying to say. And has been a pretty commanding performance so far, but plenty of football still to be played here. And Dos Santos. Sideways, Melly. Joined the attack. Room for Phillips, little prod there. Lookmeyer's interested, it's cleared into Lookmeyer and then picked up by Clark. Now Lookmeyer's holding the back of her head, yeah, but she's got to take head injury seriously, so even though she's back to her feet, it's good refereeing there just to make sure that Lookmeyer is okay. Tackle from Phillips. Dos Santos looks up. She get the right run. She's looking for that pass. She'll aim it left at Naomi. Again, resuming that battle with Williams. And shot comes in and it goes wide. Aimed at midfield, and yes, that must give Rangers something in opposition territory as the ball flipped off Sir John's head there. What are Barton's options like? Aims at Hook, finding himself a bit more centrally for the time being. And Hook. Ball stopped by Melly. Barwick Gray dropping off to provide the pass. Now, the keeper and the centre back for Bulls just, or the keeper and the defenders for Bulls just playing it amongst themselves. Inviting Rangers to press. Perhaps they're trying to create some space in behind Rangers. Now, Sir John almost played a nice ball for Lookmeyer there down the line. Okay, with the boot there. Deflects towards Dos Santos. Dos Santos. And Amy. Dos Santos continues the run. Amy. Well, Phillips wants it centrally and gets it. There's room here for a shot. Possibly Phillips shoots and it is saved. Now, in fact, what's going on? Barwick Gray feeling a little bit sore. She's already on her feet. But it appears, in fact, looks like Barwick Gray is also going to be the first player substituted. So, productive shift. One of the grand final heroes of last year, Liz Barwick Gray makes way. He's replaced by Anna Hogarth-Scott in the number 6 jersey. So Hogarth-Scott looking like she's going into midfield. Sir John looks to have dropped in central defence alongside Ferris for the Bulls. So I think once more as I just talk about, of course I keep talking about last year's grand final, but if I was there and if you were there, you'd keep talking about it all the time too. The decisive moments. Extra time winner from Liz Barwick Gray. I think her 7th of the season. Not bad for a defender. And I was actually calling the game for City Sports Radio, and when I call that goal, I don't think my voice has been that high-pitched before or since. So I'm sure it probably sounds amusing if a recording would be out there somewhere, I think. Anyway, back to 2026 matters. Vanderlaan. It looked nice downside. Well, minor, but the touch went behind her, gave Barton a chance, and Barton bundled to the ground. That's a free kick. Yeah, meanwhile, first Mount Druitt subs, I think that's Gabriela Silva, who has made way. Just got to double check, I think the number 25 is Isabella Preston. This is Preston replacing Silva, so looks to be a straight swap. Preston, so either Preston the most advanced of the midfield trio, and then also trying to join the forwards at every opportunity as Rangers chase this one, trying to make some dent in this Bulls 3-goal margin. Preston finding Hook. Hook looks up, will shoot from well outside the box. It's a comfortable save for Ashley Hughes. It's another actually player down in back play for getting up. I think it's Catalina Wyszynski, and she is back on her feet. In good sporting behaviour. I think it was Daniela Naimi just checking on her. About midway through the second half here, with the Bulls leading by 3-0. Hewan aims at far side. Williams making a marauding run forward, I think, almost. Yeah, nice effort there from Williams, and the hand up in acknowledgement of a good ball from Alex Hewan. Good vision. Hewan known as a defender, a strong defender with a good passing range as well. Almost put it right into the corner for Williams to latch onto. Hawk kept it in. Vasiliadis has it broken up by Hogarth Scott. Nice. Ball from Hewan to find Barton, and Barton with a cross. That's way too far from a Rangers perspective in front of Preston. I think I see Jade Gwishon getting ready to come on. And as Maletta finds room on the far side, plays it in, but it's not going to reach Phillips, in fact. It rolls towards Clark. Past the 70-minute mark here. Ball for Phillips, might have to chase her own header here, and Hewan is going to win the header. It stays with Phillips. Good persistence there. In fact, my apologies, that's my ears. I'm wondering about that, but yes, clearly I didn't hear the whistle for a free kick. My apologies. Now, forward from Ferris, Barton with the header. Hogarth Scott for the foul there. To go back, and then Vanderline helping break it up. Nice touch from Phillips, and now did Lookmeyer stay on side? We'll find out. No, she didn't. She did not, but I think we'll just keep it moving. And Vanderline just can keep it for long, and then there you go, that ball. Nice try, nice idea from DeSantos. Just got away from Lookmeyer. Melly, I think, didn't quite the curl she wanted on that, I think. Yeah, Mostagimi got the mark there, and Lookmeyer will head into the box, but that's good recovery from Mostagimi, and then she does get it forward. Melly. Touch, kept trying to battle against two, so Vasiliad is very deep, and then Lookmeyer. So she'll just keep an eye. Ranger called Melly. Slow to get up, but she does get up. And then ends up being the Bulls' free kick foul on Naima. Another substitution, so it is Jade Guishon, who will enter the free for the final 17 minutes or so. Looks to be one attacker on for another. And Amber Lookmeyer is the player who gets an early mark. Jade Guishon heading straight into the mixer and trying to add to her tally of 4 goals for the season. Anyway, there's the whistle. And Valletta to strike, curling, and not enough of a bobble to give any Bulls player a chance at that. The shot on target nonetheless from Valletta. Hogarth Scott sticking to the task. Camilleri under pressure here. And it goes back to Mostagimi. Clark providing the sideways passing option. And into the Bulls out of the field, but not for long. Good anticipation from Ferris. Finds herself on the far touchline. Gemma Ferris just to chase it a bit. Hogarth Scott is back, and then Hogarth Scott just deciding, you know what, no need to take any risks. For all that, out for a goal kick it goes. Now, as Rangers pressing high, and Camilleri to want it back, so that's a nice play from the visitors. And now must give me a little bit of trouble here. Keeps it away from Phillips. And then gives it straight back to the Bulls. Now a little bit of an Easter egg for people who know who I work for. Just done an Instagram post. I've actually been trying to do that for the entirety of the second half, but various programs have been glitching on me, so maybe that's a lesson. Maybe I'll just save the multitasking for another day. Maybe a non-commentary day next time, but got there in the end. Phillips, and now a good run from Valletta. Valletta's got 4 players with her, and this should be something for the Bulls. There's Guishon, fresh legs off the bench. Little clip in towards Vanderlaan, unselfish. Valletta's joined the attack, takes a tumble, and the ball has been slammed in. So it's by a hat-trick for Olivia Vanderlaan. Everyone was thinking it might be a penalty, but Olivia Vanderlaan, no time to mess about when there's a hat-trick to be had. It's Bulls 4, Rangers 0. And just in the space of 77 minutes in this game, Olivia Vanderlaan takes her tally from 7 goals to 10 goals for the season. Double figures at the halfway mark. That is excellent work from Vanderlaan. She's proving to be a great signing for Bulls. Only showed that promise last year at Wanderers Academy, her ability in front of goal. And there we go. So, as I think I do my customary plug, I like to do this once per half in commentary. So, as always, keep an eye on our social media channels at NPL_official is the Instagram handle, and also the NPL New South Wales Facebook page. And I'm not sure if we got TikTok as well. We're down with the kids, or however it is young people talk. But yeah, I don't know if Team of the Week gets onto TikTok. I suppose we'll find out. But yes, Team of the Week published on our social media channels every Monday. Good defending from Dos Santos there, but it's got to be quick. Vasiliadis blocked off there, and then the shot from Preston hits the side netting. But yes, yep. NPL Women's New South Wales Team of the Week posted on Monday, usually in the afternoon. Comprised of 3-2-1 votes from the media. Wow, I wonder who will get the 3 points from this game. What a mystery. Anyway, as Hook, a good win high up the park, crosses, and there's no one making the accompanying far post run that Hook was looking for. It's Valletta continuing to show the attacking impetus, but does not get the return pass. Williams and Phillips. Phillips, can it open up? Naimi's making a run from outside to inside and through the middle. It's Vanderlaan that'll run away from her, and good sweeper keeping from Clark. Good starting position. As I think I see Selena Mifsud getting ready to enter the fray. Of course, Selena Mifsud, quite a bit of publicity, did brilliantly at the Emerging Matildas Championships, the formerly known as the National Youth Championships. Now we'll get a little bit of a run in first grade, and I also think Kira Hastings is going to come on for Rangers alongside Nipsit. Now, Preston, not much room. Still have it with Dean. That's dangerous, and good defending at the near post from Ferris. Now, my corner tallies are very unofficial, but I do believe that would be the first corner of the game for the Rangers. Here we are in the 80th minute. In fact, it's going to be a triple sub, actually. It's been cooked up by the Rangers coach Milan Jovanovic. So Jarell Butros also getting ready to come on. Everyone back for Bulls. They want this clean sheet. Camilleri, I think it is, delivering decent enough, and at the back post it's Williams who will boot it high and wide. Substitution coming up, so who makes way? Let's see who will get a little bit of an early mark. I think jogging towards the sideline, it's Despina Vasiliadis, Mariam Mostagimi, and Trudy Camilleri. Triple sub. Always good to have a commentary position behind the technical areas when this happens. But anyway, let's see. So Hastings looks like she'll replace Mostagimi in central defence. Selena Mifsud. Selena Mifsud has taken a wide position, and then Jarell Butros might be one of the most attacking midfield or possibly a second striker, depending on how you look at things. As Vanderlaan, well, Hastings' first touch is a pretty decent tackle. She's got to get up quickly and does. Of course, Vanderlaan. I don't know if he scored 4 goals in the game. That's Vandelaan's main task for the remaining minutes. Valletta. Grishon. And Grishon, does she get a second chance? Williams feeling a bit sore, but balls will go on. Naomi chases that, and that's going to be a goal kick, and we might have a bit of a break just to check on Holly Williams and see that she's okay. Apologies, someone. A fellow media member just had a question about the competition structure. Be nice, their first year in our media team. There are not too many people in the media team who are competition regulation nerds like I am, but might as well clarify this for the rest of you. But of course, there are always new fans, and we welcome new fans and new supporters of both these teams and of the NPL Women's New South Wales competition. So for NPL Women's New South Wales, the final structure, the simplest final structure I think possible, top 4 finals. So after the regular season, in week 1 of the finals, first place 4th, second place 3rd. In week 2, the winners of those 2 games play in the grand final. Even I can remember that structure. So now, so I think I see Sienna Hawkins and Tamara Souza. And again, we got a few minutes off the bench late on. And of course, if you're wondering who those people are in the distance, it's a bit of a different schedule here at Northbridge Oval. The Bulls play their first grade game before their under-23s game. As Vanderlaan, defended there by Gordon, and back to the keeper it goes. Sojan and Ferris just coolly playing it amongst themselves. Now, good interception there, and then Hogarth Scott atones for her error and just wins the ball straight back. There's a lesson for all the kids. You may be watching that there. If you lose the ball, just throw your hands up in frustration, win it back, because you'd be surprised how often you could win the ball back straight after a mistake. Gordon. Now Mifsud. And Vanderlaan wins it back. Doesn't just score goals, Vanderlaan. Plenty of defensive work as well. That's a nice pass. And Phillips almost to it, but good command of the penalty area from Brianna Clark. Time running down this one, and Barton goes back. Hume just leaves it for Clark. Just give a plug for the next weekend's women's football streams, which you can watch the same way you're watching this one on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. And the NPL women's action starts for next weekend. Will start on Saturday, the 6th of June, a 2:45 p.m. kickoff at the Village Green, with the league leaders NSW hosting the Rangers, and Cody Ojeda will be in the commentary. Will be on the mic for that one. I'm told there'll be good photography as well for UNSW v Rangers, courtesy of Joey Bindingham. As Naomi, and then who's the touch off last? Off Barton for a Bulls corner. So, and there's more games next weekend. So Sunday, 7th of June, here at Northbridge Oval, a 2:40 p.m. kickoff. It's Bulls FC Academy hosting Hills United. So now Tamira Souza and Sienna Hawkins getting ready to come on. Good shift from Patricia Phillips as always in the midfield. So I think Souza will take Phillips' place in midfield, and well-deserved applause for Olivia Vanderlaan. Another excellent game, deadly in front of goal as always. And I think she'll be replaced in the Bulls attack by Sienna. Sienna Hawkins will take Vanderlaan's place in the Bulls attack, but first things first, got to defend this corner. By the way, Saturday, 7th of June, 3:10 p.m. from the Arctic Circle. I will have commentary for Ravens versus Tigers. Corner comes in and it swings out. Unusual misstep from Dos Santos.
No, I think it's a good idea.
Back to the keeper it goes. Plenty of time for Hughes. A nice skill there from first, past the first challenge. Hawkins. And Hawkins is committed the foul. Okay. Now to for a goal kick the rest of the games next weekend that you can watch in NPL Women's New South Wales. So a trio of games on Sunday the 7th of June at 5 p.m, starting with the matchup I like to call the Tory Truman Trophy, Sydney University versus RPL Leichhardt. There's also Manly United versus Macarthur Rams, 5 p.m. Sunday the 7th of June. And great news in the roster, our Maltese friend Ashley Balls will be travelling down from the Hunter Valley to call that one at Cromer Park. Also at 5 p.m. on Sunday the 7th of June, Western Sydney Wanderers versus Illawarra Stingrays from Rudy Hill. That's at least for now. Next weekend's match of the round, Annabelle Banfield with the commentary, Maeve Sparrow doing the NPL New South Wales Instagram, and Angela de Porbay taking photographs. That's the dream team there. Now up and one for Dos Santos to chase, Hyun with the covering, and it was off her head, so Clark knew she could use the gloves. And the latest of the kickoffs on Sunday the 7th of June in NPL Women's New South Wales, 5:40 p.m. from the Crest, Sydney Olympic versus Spirit FC, offer next weekend's League One Women's match of the round. Here's 5 p.m. on Sunday the 7th of June, with the Spartans hosting South Coast Flame. Flicked off Rangers out for a goal kick. Almost at stoppage time here. Hughes, no risk taken at this late stage. It's going for distance. Hastings forward, and Mifsud will not catch up to that one. Of course, no fourth official in this competition till semi-finals and the finals. The floodlights have come on just in time for the under-23s game to be played after this one. Guishon is chasing, and picked up by Clark. But yes. And of course, we'll just have to guess how much time referee Michael Salmons chooses to add, as Preston very interested in that backwards pass. Hughes clears towards midfield. And yes, for the kids watching out there, not knowing how much time is added on, that's how it used to be like for every game. Certainly everything before the 1998 Men's World Cup. And then I'll stop here. Perhaps a quick reminder of the streams you can watch after the conclusion of this one. But first, Hogarth Scott perhaps trying to help the team make it 5. Guishon in the one-on-one situation against Williams. Onto the right foot. Jay Guishon, a little bit of an off-balance shot which goes wide, but yes. In fact, there's the whistle. So 4 goals and 3 points for Bulls FC Academy. A convincing victory. They are now undefeated in their last 9 games. They'll stay at least second in the table, definitely putting the pressure on the league leaders. UNSW, the star of the show, Olivia Vanderlaan with a hat-trick, and Daniela Naimi getting the other goal for the home side. Now, the rest of the games you can watch today, so you can watch the latter stages of MacArthur versus Illawarra. It's 1-1 there in about the 74th minute. At 4:50 p.m, Apia versus Northern Tigers, called by Mark Napoli. At 5 p.m, Manly United versus Sydney University, called by James Dawes plus No Fuss Preston. At 5:30 p.m, it's Hills United versus UNSW. At 5:40 p.m, Sydney Olympic versus the Wanderers. And the League One Women's Match of the Round is at 5 p.m. That's Blacktown City versus SD Raiders. But it's getting cold, so it's probably time to get out of here. On behalf of Football New South Wales, our broadcast partner Sportscast, and today's camera operator Marco, this is Eric Subihano. Thank you for your support of the Football New South Wales YouTube channel and of the NPL Women's New South Wales competition. We hope to have your company soon on our platforms. The final score here from Northbridge Oval is Bulls FC Academy 4, Rangers 0. Goodbye.
That's the safest way. You're above my chair. Sometimes it works. That also could have been my computer. So yeah, that's right. Because it also like goes, it drops behind wide for some reason usually. It's like I've got the tablet, why is it going wide? So, great setup. Lots of foul balls.